It doesn't matter the course you are doing, the discipline you are in, or whatever it is that you're doing. Having a good timetable will save you a whole lot of stress. And I want to assure you in this video that creating a timetable is very easy, at least based on my own experience. I've been creating timetables since 2015. Yes, 2015 was the year I got into secondary school. So I've been creating timetable for like 10 years now. So it's my thing. I would say I'm a pro in it, and I've been using the same format right from secondary school even down to my third year right now as a law student in one of the federal universities in Nigeria. So it is very easy, it is very simple, and it is going to save you a whole lot of stress. The same format, that is one thing I've noticed. I've been using the same format since secondary school, and it has never ever failed me. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video the format I am using to create a good study timetable for myself. Now, the format that I use is this. I do not plan my study timetable until the official class timetable is out. Yes, I do not plan it until the official timetable is out. And the official timetable comes out within the first and second week of resumption. So by second week of resumption, the timetable is out and finalized, and that is when I'll be able to go ahead and plan my reading timetable. And the timetable is the timetable we are going to be using for both first semester and second semester. So there is no changes, there is no error anywhere. The lecturers or the professors must have done their amendments to the timetable as released by the faculty before it is given to us, the final consumers. So yeah, once the timetable is out, I will sit down with the timetable and then I will make my own timetable based on the class timetable. And this is the format now. The courses I am going to be having the next day in class are the courses I am going to be reading the previous day. So let's say on Monday, I'm having criminal law and commercial law. That's on Sunday, I'm going to be reading criminal law and commercial law. On Tuesday, I'm having tort law, oil and gas, and commercial law. Then on Monday, I'm going to be having two courses. I'm going to be reading two courses based on that Tuesday timetable. Then on Wednesday, if I'm going to be having this and this course, then I'm going to base it like that. That is how I structure my timetable. Now, in a situation whereby we don't have too much courses in a day, let's say we only have one course, then I can put any other course that I feel like I did not focus on for 3 days. I put it right in. And like Thursdays, Fridays, we rarely have classes. Yes, we rarely have classes. So for that Thursdays, Fridays, since there are no more much classes, then I just put in important courses, maybe commercial law and criminal law, fill it up. And I'm only doing 4 courses. I'm doing 5 actually. One of the courses just happened to be an external course, so I really don't care about that one. The 4 courses are law courses, so just 2 per day, that's enough. So you're having commercial law, criminal law, oil and gas, and tort law. Commercial law, criminal law, oil and gas, and commercial law, criminal law, oil and gas. So that is how I structure the timetable. It is based on the lessons I'm going to be having the next day, the course I'm going to run the next day. This is because I want to be prepared. I don't want a situation whereby the lecturer is in class teaching or asking questions and I don't have any idea whatever it is that the lecturer is saying in class. I don't want something like that. So if there are any notes I need to complete, if there are things that I did not focus on the previous week, I would have that time to focus on it before the next day when the class is going to commence. Another thing is that when I want to draft my timetable, I don't use any digital planner. I don't know how to use the digital planner because I just don't see any need for it. It's just a simple timetable. I am somebody that loves aesthetic stuff, okay? Even if you see my journal, there's this kind of designs. I love seeing all those things, but not necessarily for a timetable. It's just a timetable. A sheet of paper will do. So I just get myself a sheet of paper, write it, the 2 courses I'm going to be reading for each day. I plan it that way. That is how I do it. I would have showed you guys now, but I did not come home for holiday with my books. I did not come with my books. My books are over there in school, so pardon me. But I do believe that with my explanation, you guys can visualize how it is supposed to be. So it's just going to be like that on a sheet of paper. I can I put the paper on the wall, or I just put it in between another book that I can easily reach out to whenever I want to see what course I am going to be having to read the next day. So just a sheet of paper is enough for me. And my hours for reading, I don't have a specific time for reading. Alright? I don't have a specific fixed time for reading. I read based on how my day is going to go. So it's based on my to-do list. On Monday, once the class rep sends the timetable for Monday, and I see the courses I'm going to be having on Monday, whenever the last course ends, that is when I'm going to start reading. So if the course I'm having ends by 12:30, I'm already in the library reading my first course in my study timetable. So I read that one from 12:30 to about 5. I'm going to leave the library, and then when I get home by 8 o'clock to 10:11, I'm reading the second course. That is how I do it. And sometimes if the lecturer ends the class by 2:30, I'm just coming home straight. I don't bother going to the library. Then I know I'm going to be reading for the rest of the night. So sometimes I pull all-nighters when it is necessary for me, and sometimes I just break my study hours between the day, day hours and night hours. That's just how I do it. Now, I do not create an unrealistic timetable for myself. That's the first thing. And number 2, I do not strictly follow the timetable. Okay, there are some times that I just don't even bother reading a day. Honestly, I don't strictly follow it, but sometimes I discipline myself to follow my timetable because it's there for me. If I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. So I don't follow it strictly, but it guides me. That's the function and the purpose of my timetable. And also, if things don't go as I plan, I always find a way to adjust. I don't beat myself too hard on it. Alright, the second point I raised earlier is that sometimes I don't even follow the timetable, right? So I might just end up reading only one course instead of the 2 I'm supposed to read. But now, in this third point, there are some times that I am willingly ready to read those 2 courses, but something is just going to happen. Probably an impromptu class, or the lecturer that is supposed to come by 10 or 12 p.m. decides to shift his class to 2 after we have been waiting for an hour or so. So when things like that come up, I do not beat myself too hard. I just manage. I look for some ways to adjust my plan. So in conclusion, I'm just going to say you should make your timetable the way you think it should be. Like I said, I don't have anything fancy to say in my video. I'm just a simple girl. My timetable is very simple. But if you feel like you need to have a digital planner, you need to design, you need to do all of it if you have the time to do it. And if you cannot do it, just get yourself a sheet of paper and write something down. And please do not focus on the courses that are your favorite, alright? And also, try to put the hardest and the easiest course together. Don't put 2 hardest courses together, because you will get tired and you get frustrated after doing the first one. So create a timetable the way you want to create it, and just put it at the back of your mind that the timetable is meant to guide you. Okay, so ensure that it guides you and you give it the chance to. Once you see that your plans are changing, things are happening, and you don't like that particular timetable you are using, you are free as well to make major changes to the timetable. So I guess that's going to be all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.